Hi everybody, how are you all doing? I'm Jay Mawhinney and I just feel like chatting a little bit. This last little while spring has really sprung, hasn't it? Sylvia and I were sitting in the family room and we saw our wonderful California Oriole that we haven't seen him and his little girlfriend since June or July. He, he flew in and decided once again to take over the hummingbird feeder and he sits there for about 5-10 minutes and he takes off and it spins around and the hummingbirds are all mad and he's waiting for his girlfriend to get started on making another nest and it's wonderful. And the hummingbirds are happy. I mean, let's face it, they made it through the winter. They didn't freeze to death. So they're busy running around being macho with each other and chasing each other all over the place. It's gorgeous. House wrens are sitting up on the power lines, deciding where they're going to make their nest in our eaves, and looking for their girlfriends too. There's love and hope and hopefully prosperity in the air, but certainly a rejuvenation of life. Spring is always the new beginnings and hope for the future, and there is hope. I really believe in that old statement that this morning is the first day of the rest of my life. I always think positive. You don't look back. You look back for experience, and as an actor I look back and the hurts and the pain and things like this, it helps you build character. It gets you to know what really life is all about. To be able to depict it in the movies and films, TV, theater. I love it. I love life. And the hatred out there with North Korea, with this little 20-some-year-old dictator that wants to prove himself with his nuclear warheads, and while his whole country's starving to death. My goodness. In Iraq, still having problems, and Iran with oh my goodness, their leadership. What's with people? What's with them? There's so many good people. Sylvia has a niece, Melissa, that is she's married to a Muslim guy, a Saudi Arabian, and I met them when he was going to engineering school in Long Beach, Cal State Long Beach. He's the nicest guy in the world. And he sure as heck does not have any problems with Christianity any more than I do with the Mohammedan religion. He's such a good guy. And this is what most of the people are. Most people in general. This hatred and crap that goes out there, I hate it. A little 1% of atheists or extremist Muslims, extremist anarchists, neo-Nazis. What are they doing? They're less than 1% of the world, and yet they make such a big bang. It's such a mess. Yeah, life is too good for that. There are so many, many people that do these spontaneous acts of kindness for people with never asking for anything in return. Joan Kroc gave tens of millions of dollars to St. Vincent de Paul and to the Catholic Church and to the local charities, totally anonymous. I know it happened because I was pretty active with a bunch of people in the diocese a few years back, and what a wonderful person. What a wonderful person. Of course, she has the McDonald's house, and that's got plenty of publicity, and she, of course, gives a huge amount to that. But her private life and her donations with her and her family and what they've done for the community is just wonderful. And, your Mother Teresa's, all the Rotarians that made sure that every little kid in the third world is vaccinated for polio. You ever hear much about that? Well, I was in Rotary down there in the La Jolla Sunrise Rotary years ago, and that's what was going on. They don't publicize that stuff. You don't need to. It's done. People are basically good. There's love and kindness and charity in there, just that sadly enough it doesn't make the news. Well, goodbye for today, and Have fun.